now like to announce our first commencement speaker, Lacey Andrea Mitchum.
Today, May 28, 2004, the long-awaited day of the class of 2004 seniors of Highland High School. It seems as though it was just yesterday. We were all young, vulnerable, and intimidated freshmen entering what I believed was the biggest school in the world, with only a couple of best friends that I swore would never leave, a schedule to classes that location seemed impossible to find, $2 in lunch money, and the home training to be the best that I could be in every situation. 4 years later, I stand here today as the woman that I could then only dream of becoming, standing in front of a class that made this whole journey sometimes a little easier and other times a lot harder. We have prevailed over obstacles that some said we would not. And although as of today, this is the most memorable and happiest moment of our lives, it is only the beginning. A mere stepping stone to what lies ahead, the first day of the rest of our lives, some would say. One day while reading in my agenda book, I discovered what was to me one of the most wisest quotes that helped me through my 4 years of school. Everyone wants to ride with you in the limo, but what you need is someone who would take the bus with you when the limo breaks down, Oprah Winfrey. And throughout my 4 years, I found myself often struggling to find the people who weren't just on board for riding the limo. And in finding those few people, I also found myself. I discovered that you do not have to lead to be a leader, that sometimes the best reward in servant leadership is simply seeing the smiling faces of others. And lastly, that if you do not stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So as you go on to be the men and women that you have been raised to be, don't forget where you came from and how hard you had to work to get where you are today. Stay true to yourself and everything else will fall in place. No one said that it's going to be hard. No one said that it's going to be easy. There are sure to be some letdowns along the way. But live your life like you've never been heartbroken before. Have a little fun and smile. Remember all the good memories in the halls of Highland, all the senior moments that will stick with you for life, and all the real friendships that were formed. I feel so proud and honored to be able to stand here with you today and be able to tell myself, I did it. But what is more important, I say to you today, do not stop here. Because you have made this accomplishment, you should want to strive to achieve more, to be better than the best, to exceed every single expectation set for you by the ones who turn their head at you. I want you to know that the sky really is the limit, and in order to reach the sky, you have to continue to climb. There have been so many times that I, like you, wanted to just give up. When the ones who swear they love you and promise they'll never leave walk away, continue to climb. For every single teacher that stayed after school with you just to better your understanding, continue to climb. For all the parents, they gave up part of themselves just to see you succeed, continue to climb. For the ones who came before you to make it possible so that you and I could stand here today, continue to climb. But first and foremost, you must continue to climb for you. Congratulations, class of 2004. We finally made it.
I would now like to introduce our next speaker, Jama Christina Brown.
Life has no answer key. There aren't cliff notes. Nothing will be spoon-fed or sugar-coated. Life is real. Life is choices and change. Life involves people, emotions, wisdom, and a lot of surprises. Each of us, in our own ways, have experienced love, heartbreak, success, failure, death, life, and a number of other personal situations. Each of our stories is different. Today, we come together to say goodbye, to end our high school careers, and to prepare for the future. Our lives from here on out span in 1,000 different directions. Some of us have known each other since kindergarten. others of us only a few short years. But the amount of time is not what is important. It is the memories, friendships, and the experiences we have shared that we take with us for the rest of our lives. In 20 years, it won't matter if you were a captain of the football team, if you had the solo in band, or you were elected class president. What will matter is the opportunity to have belonged to a team, to have interacted with people, and the impact that those activities and organizations had on us as we grew up here at Highland. For some of us, things didn't always go as planned this year. We were disappointed, discouraged, and let down. But through it all, we made it here tonight. We survived the sleepless nights, the petty fights, the struggles, not to mention, on top of it all, finding time to throw in some homework and some classes. The hard times have made us stronger. Take with you always the lessons you have learned. Be prepared for the surprises that will inevitably come your way. Mary Mannon Morrissey said, "Even though you may want to move forward in your life, you may have one foot on the brakes. In order to be free, we must learn how to let go. Release the hurt, release the fear, refuse to entertain your old pain. The energy it takes to hold on to the past is holding you back from a new life." I encourage you all to let the good times outweigh the bad. Look around you. For some of us, this may be the last time we see each other. Tonight is the last time we will be together as classmates. As you leave here, out to start your new lives, remember always, believe in something. Most importantly, believe in yourselves. Never settle. Always push yourself to be the best person you can be. Learn from your mistakes. Grow in every experience that life has to offer you. Be careful. Be honest. Laugh. Dream. Wherever you go, with whatever road you take, in whatever career or path of life you travel down, I hope that you will all find what you are searching for. I want to conclude with a quote about new beginnings. What may be perceived as the end of something is the start of something new in your life. What you call a beginning is often the end, but to make an end is to make a beginning. The end is where you start from. Good luck to you all as you end your high school years, and best wishes in all of the new beginnings that are ahead of each of you. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Anderson Community Schools, Dr. Timothy Long.
I have some props. "7 inches of lead and a nub for an eraser." That short phrase sparked a new open window in my life. My reason for sharing this with you is that I hope it changes yours as well. We are here today in celebration and anticipation. Today we graduate you and send you off into a new world full of hope, fear, and the unknown. The tool that we've given you since the beginning of time has been a writing instrument. I had the good fortune of meeting a man the other day who illustrated life with a pencil. His comment as he talked was to show that life was indeed like a pencil, 7 inches of lead and a nub for an eraser. Plenty of things to write about on the pad of life, and a limited, finite amount to be able to erase with. What will your manuscript in life look like? As we go through life, we begin to think about things in terms of the pencil. In our early years, we were given a great big pencil and a great big eraser. We were told, "Don't worry, you are learning. Make mistakes, erase, get a new piece of paper, wad up the old one, throw it away. Some of us made so many mistakes that we collected the little eraser filings and we put them inside our desk. And at the end of the day, we'd throw them on the ground because we knew somebody would clean up our mistakes or our mess. When you're young, you can make mistakes, big or small. You can change them, you can erase them, or you can get a new piece of paper. In the middle grades, we were given a smaller pencil, 7 inches of lead, and a nub for an eraser. Most of us couldn't get the job done with that. We needed help. So they made the pencil topper, a bigger eraser that fit on those 7 inches of lead and the nub. And even though at that age you might not have understood it, I didn't. But the teachers could have looked at the people who made mistakes based on the size of their eraser. Those people needed a little more help. 7 inches of lead, a nub for eraser, but mine was always like a plum. At that time, our classes began to separate, just like yours did. The near perfect people got to use better technology, the pen, 7 inches of ink, no eraser, period. That tool was only used with people who didn't make mistakes. And it's funny how it works, because today we've given in. The new pens can be erased. 7 inches of ink and a nub for an eraser. 3 other writing tools came into existence during my life: the highlighter, the permanent marker, and the dreaded red pen. All were very important. They can represent the best and the worst of what we do. They make the pencil scream, "I did this." They can wear out the nub quickly if you try to erase the marks. And sometimes you can only make the permanent things fade and never go away. Used correctly, they can be a great accent. When they are not, they are there for all to see. Fortunately, all of our manuscripts are going to have some of these marks. Not many people get through life without a few red marks, a highlight, or a permanent spot. My challenge to you is to not forget the symbolism of the pencil: 7 inches of lead and a nub for an eraser. Celebrate the highlights, erase the bad when you can. Remember that everybody gets a red mark. Using ink has a risk, and permanent marks don't go away, but they do fade with time. You only get 1 sheet of paper from here on out, but sometimes we will let you turn it over and start on the back. Life is a journey, and the paper that you make from here on out will only be graded on improvement. Good luck, God bless, and thank you.
I would like to introduce the principal of Highland High School, Mr. Lennon Brown.
Members of the Anderson Board of School Trustees, Dr. Long, Mrs. Lau, Mrs. Washington, honored guests, faculty, friends, and the graduating class of 2004. We continue tonight a 49-year tradition of assembling a formal gathering to recognize those who have achieved significant milestones of the road of knowledge. Therefore, we come together tonight as a community of friends, parents, relatives, and educators to celebrate this momentous occasion. When we say the word graduation, we tend to bring to mind the idea of completion or an ending. And to borrow from the words of someone much wiser than I, St. Paul at the end of his life stated that three things he pointed out for us, and I would like to attest to those facts as I think of this class. You have fought the good fight. You have finished the race, and truly, your presence here this evening indicates that you have kept the faith. Therefore, our celebration tonight is not of an ending, but of a beginning of new hopes, new challenges, and yes, new fears. We of the faculty of Highland High School believe that you're ready for this new freedom, these new challenges, and we wish you well. At the end of first semester each year, I start reflecting on what I would like to share with our upcoming graduating class. I listen a lot, I read often, and I even make notations to myself in my planner. So my thoughts tonight center around what any parent would want for their child as they face the new challenges that lie ahead. We call it life, or we could refer to it as the world. My comments are a twist from Robert Fulgram's book, Everything I Need to Know in Life I Learned in Kindergarten. But my message is, everything I need to know, I learned from a jigsaw puzzle. And utilizing that analogy, I asked the class of 2004 to remember, if it don't fit, don't force it. If something is meant to be, it will come together naturally. And when things aren't going well, I encourage you to take a break, because everything will look different when you return to the task at hand. And I ask that you be sure to look at the big picture. Getting hung up on the little pieces will only lead to frustration. Always remember that perseverance pays off. Every important puzzle went together bit by bit, piece by piece. And when one spot stopped working, I encourage you to move to another, but be sure to come back to the spot that you left behind later. The creator of the puzzle gave you a very interesting guide, a picture itself as a guidebook, kind of parallel to the advice of parents, friends, and relatives that they've given you all the years to this point. And remember that variety is the spice of life. It's the different colors and patterns that make that puzzle interesting. So it is with life. And in your job, in your schools, in your occupations hereafter, always establish the borders first. Boundaries tend to give a sense of security and order to whatever you're facing. Don't be afraid to try the different combination. Some matches may even surprise you. And always take time to celebrate your successes, even the little ones. And anything that is worth doing, take time and effort, and a great puzzle cannot be rushed. On this occasion, I'm also reminded of the importance of planning. To illustrate this point, I want you to imagine that there's this bank which credits your account every morning with $86,400. It carries over no balance from day to day. It allows you to keep no cash balance, and every evening cancel whatever part of the amount you failed to use during the day. I know most of you would draw out every cent. Well, everyone has such a bank. Its name is time. And every morning it credits you with 86,400 seconds. And every night it writes off as a loss whatever of this amount you failed to invest for good purpose. It carries over no balance. It allows no overdraft. And every day it opens a new account for you. And each night it burns the records of the day. If you fail to use the day's deposit, the loss is yours. I encourage each of you to plan your time wisely, to invest it as to get the most in the utmost of your health, happiness, and success as you embrace the future. Tonight, as Highland representatives of our staff, students, and patrons, our wish for you is enough. Enough courage to face the mountains in your life, enough humor to keep you wise, enough setbacks to keep you humble, enough accomplishments to keep you confident, enough waiting to teach you patience, enough hope to teach you trusting, enough friends to give you love, and enough memories to give you comfort. I congratulate each of you, and I sincerely thank you for the opportunity this evening of speaking you as principal of Highland High School, but as one friend to another. Good luck to each of you in your future endeavors. Plan well, and never, ever lose sight of the big picture. Thank you.
I would now like to introduce the assistant principal of Highland High School, Mr. Mark Finger.
I bring you to the time that we've all been waiting for. That would be the presentation of our diplomas to our class of 2004 of Highland High School. Would the graduates please ready themselves for this time? The class of 2004, valedictorian of Highland High School, Stephen James Duquesne. Highland High School salutatorian for 2004, Allison Marie Watkins. Senior Class President, Caitlin Marie Jackson. Jama Christina Brown. Lacey Andrea Mitchum. Adam Dennis Agan. Jessica Lynn Allen. Starla Marie Anderson. Jason Robert Ashton. Megan Amanda Ains. Kevin Matthew Baird. Mohammed Sami Bakdash. Babette Jelaine Baker. Elizabeth Jean Baker. Kristen Danielle Baker. Brandon Scott Bargo. Stephen Christopher Barnard. Haley Rose Barnett. Michael Jeffrey Barnett. Courtney Nicole Bartlett. Harold Brian Benefiel. Amanda Marie Bennett. Amanda Marie Bingham. Margaret Joanne Bittner. Christopher W. Bolin. Michelle Lee Bongi. Chantal Caprice Booker. Gregory Scott Bolin. Tiaja Danielle Boyd. Daniel Evans Breeden. Matthew Joseph Breeden. Stacy Danielle Brennicky. Brian Joseph Britton. Valerie K. Brock. Haley Michelle Brown. Henry J. Brown. India Janice Bryant. Leanne K. Bryant. Chad Kinzer Callender. Keith Graham Carpenter. Elizabeth Irene Carr. Tommy F. Chamberlain. Sean D. Clark. DeQuincy Lamont Clay. Kathleen Rose Clore. Christopher Michael Cockrell. Brady Charles Cogswell. Brian A. Cohey. Aaron Francis Cole. Aaron John Considine. Whitney Noel Collins. Mary Catherine Korn. Hope Casa Rochelle Cotton. Tanya Mae Crawford. Keely Nicole Crenshaw. Elizabeth Ann Kroom. Autumn Danielle Davis. Christopher William Davis. Shannon Hope Delawater. Sean Nicole Del Molino. Gina A. Denson. Jenna Marie Dock. Brandon Michael Doggett. Alan Scott Donovan. Megan Michelle Doster. Kyle Stephen Douglas. Lindsay Meredith Drews. Hillary Nicole Dunham. Andre Lamone Eccles. And Indita Osmoro. Derek Philip Enlow. Braden Vaughn Eppert. Autumn Heather Erickson. Alex Clark Etherington. Allison K. Farron. Michael Allen Farabee. Matthew Joel Fields. Borden Merrick Fleetwood. Jeremy Farrell Fleetwood. Sierra Rochelle Floyd. Kaylee Marie Frank. Sierra Elise Frazee. William Cody Freeman. Maisha Rochelle Fuller. Bethany Lynette Gadd. Levi Joseph Gillis. Andrea Lynn Gert. Dustin Michael Gore. Jacob Weaver Grady. Elisa Gale Green. Elizabeth Ann Griffin. Amanda Rochelle Grills. Joshua Lee Haig. Stephen Timothy Heidel. Gabriel Garrett Hall. Tawny Sue Hamilton. Mary Elizabeth Hampton. Matthew Micah Hanna. Brandon Michael Hanshoe. Clayton Paul Hardacre. Leanne Marie Harmon. Matthew Ryan Akamoto Harris. Jared Thomas Harrison. Abigail Ione Hart. Heather Nicole Hawkins. Jasmine Monet Hedden. Adam M. Heath. Nathaniel Warren Hensey. Rebecca Gail Henizer. David Sharon Hill. Daniel Mark Hilligos. Joshua Michael Hobbs. Mia Nicole Hoffman. Timothy Michael Hoffman. Megan Lynn Holland. Lindsay J. Hoopingarner. Erin Elizabeth Hostetler. Megan Sue Hudson. Amber Renee Huffman. Dorothea Elise Williams. Theron L. Ivy. Dorica Lynn Johnson. David Spencer Johnson. Rodriguez Johnson. Stacy Nicole Johnson. Ashley Marie Jones. Janita Danielle Jones. Kellen Mackenzie Jones. Tabitha Lynette Jones. Jordan Ashley Joseph. Michael Adam Kales. Kristen Lee Knobel. Andrew Stephen Kapazinski. Stephanie Louise Kiesling. Brittany Joe Keith. David L. Kelly. Devon Taiwan Kelly. Raylyn Antonia Kelly. James Marion Killian. Joseph Michael Kippen. Kai Daniel Coons. Amy Elizabeth Cool. Ashley Nicole Lacey. Michael Joseph Ladd. Christopher Curtis Lavelle. Andrew Brian Ledbetter. Matthew Michael Leisure. David Randall Lemon. Casey Michelle Levi. Marcus Dante Lindsay. Danielle Arista Logan. Dominique Lachey Love. Christina Karen Lovelace. Andrew Worthen Lyon. Tiffany Dawn Madison. Heather Danielle Majors. Holly Lynette Markham. Casey Ross Marks. Tessa Janae Martin. Brian Keith Martz. Sean Michael May. Jessica Aaron McCleary. Brittany Christine McCoy. Jonathan Reed McFadden. Alex Scott McIntyre. Brian Douglas McIntyre. Michael Stephen McNabb. Michael Philip McNally. Isaac Samuel Miller. Jessica L. Meisner. Patricia Maria Mora. Carmen Ann Moss. Nathan Lee Moss. Lindsay Nicole Murphy. Matthew Scott Murray. Christy Lynn Naylor. Joshua Nethery. Kyle Samuel Nicholson. Philip Austin Knoll. Ashley Ann Norris. Julie Ann Northrup. Sarah Elizabeth Nugent. Kirby Jean Ogden. Amanda Aileen Osborne. Ashley Nicole Painter. Jeremiah Daniel Pardue. Benicia Ashley Rayon Patterson. Donald E. Patterson II. Andre Marquez Payne. Rachel Ann Pettigrew. Excuse me, that was Rachel Ann Pennicuff. Jeffrey Braden Pettigrew. Casey Ann Ponsler. Morgan Lee Porter. Amanda Carey Rains. Erin Elizabeth Rains. Allison Claire Rector. Allison Lindsay Richards. David C. Rick. Megan Louise Ryder. Christina Marie Robiton. Christine Orion Robinette. Amy Marie Robinson. Victoria Marie Robles. Melissa Ann Rogers. Paul David Roman. Brian Lee Sanders. Adam Max Santagate. Ashley L. Sayer. Hannah Marie Ship. Jonathan Wesley Swartz. TJ Patrick Scott. Wesley Nicole Sulian. Deanna Christine Shaw. Rebecca Lynn Shaw. Autumn Ellen Short. James Michael Shrake. Richard Wade Sigler. Devin Marquise Simon. Anthony St. Clair Simpson Kerr. Ashley Monet Skipper. Cody James Smith. Elizabeth Ann Smith. Leah Christine Smith. Malaya Tyann Smith. Thomas E. Solomon. Matthew Aaron Sowers. Megan Roselle Stamper. Jason Michael Starkey. Rachel Lauren Stevens. Matthew Allen Swain. Kimberly Spring Swingley. Brian Mitchell Tanner. Alexander Joseph Taylor. Brittany Janine Taylor. Ashley Nicole Thacker. Scott Kelly Thompson. DeCorier Lamar Telford. Misty Dawn Tooley. Jessica Lee Toth. Jennifer Lynn Traylor. Jamie Lee Marie Trueblood. Amy Lynn Van Winkle. Adam Michael Trueblood. Christy Nicole Vandergrift. Sarah Kathleen Vassbinder. Lindsay Marie Voriz. Ashley Elizabeth Wable. Sarah Elizabeth Walden. Whitney Janae Walker. Matthew Allen Wallace. Christopher Wayne Walters. Brandon M. Warner. Tyson Dion Warner. James Rondell Washington. John Robert Watson. Zachariah David Webb. Jason Leon Weedman. Stephen Daniel West. Brandon Wayne Weston. Ramisha D. White. Tyler Dow Whitaker. Adam Michael Weiss. Catherine Elizabeth Wilbur. Jeffrey Keith Wilhoit. Benjamin Kendall Wilkins. Dieris Nirez Wilkins. Joel Blake Williams. Joshua D. Williams. Whitney Jean Williams. Craig Michael Wilson. Emily Sue Wood. Charles Zachary Worsham. Derek Eugene Zeck. Margaret Ann Zimmerman. Ashley Nicole Zirkelback. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2004, Highland High School.
This time, next time, only one thing matters. Keep on going, spotlight music playing you. loud and clear and strong. Tell me that you need these dreams I bring you. Take these words I sing you. Show me I'm not wrong. Reach out through the shadows, your hand taking hold of mine. Touch me, light my life with sunshine. Meet me, can't you see how I need? Can't you see how I need? Dreaming's what I dreaming's what I show me dreams come true. You there in the back row want me. Watch me sing my song for you. Touch me with sunshine. Meet me, can't you see how I need you? Dreaming's what I do. Show me dreams come true. You there in the back row want me. Watch me sing my song for you.
Dr. Long, here assemble our candidates for graduation. I hereby certify that they have successfully completed the course of study as prescribed by the State Board of Education and our local Board of School Trustees. I'm happy to present them to you at this time for confirmation of diplomas. Honored guests, Class of 2004, Superintendent of Anderson Community Schools, Dr. Timothy Long.
It has been certified to me by the administration and faculty that you have met the requirements for graduation set forth by the state of Indiana and the Anderson Community School Board. Therefore, I declare you graduates with all rights, privileges, and dreams thereof. Congratulations.